Hi, this is Jonathan. How you guys doing? This is the last week of the year, so I thought I'll do a video in regards of what are the best, or rather the top 10 best guitars that I've reviewed in this past year, in this year, 2021. A lot of things have happened in 2021. I lost a good friend back in October. I have a great friend as well as a wonderful singer who fell victim to the COVID-19, but thank God he's recovering right now. So yeah, he's on the mend. Keep at it, Tony. I just can't wait to have a cup of coffee with you. So I thank God for all these little things, but there are a whole lot of stuff, and I don't want to get too personal about it, but I guess the one thing that really struck me about this year was I was able to have my hands on a lot of guitars that are really well built, guitars and products in general that are really like mind-blowing. Great pedals, great effects, great acoustic guitars. But this video is about the electric guitars that I've so far reviewed, and I want to choose 10 of my top 10 picks. And they are in no order of merit or status or anything like that. It's just a random pick, but these are the 10 best guitars that I reviewed. So next up is this guitar from Schecter. This is the PT Special. When Jeanette showed this to me, I was like, wow, this is a really nice looking guitar. But I was very surprised at the way it sounded like, because you have the VT1, the Schecter VT1, their take on the P90s, which sounded so awesome. I'm still loving this pickup so much. It came in with a VT1 bridge pickup from Schecter, but I wasn't too keen on it, and I finally swapped it out with one of Wayne's overwound tally pickups, which sounded awesome. It just fits this guitar to a T. And then you have this is a Formal Effects Virtual Jeff, which I've installed on this guitar. I want to thank Formal Effects for letting me have this unit. But the killer part of it is the neck. And this is not even a roasted maple. This is just a plain maple neck, but it's the way the neck is shaped and the way it feels. It's just a fast playing neck. Just love this guitar so much. Now next up will be the PRS Fiore, which is co-designed by Mark Lettieri. Great guitar. The way it looks is just nice. It's simple, very very tactile in a way. It's nice looking, but yet a bit of flair in it. That's for the aesthetics, right? And for me, it's always the main thing. Like, it has to be eye-catching for me, and I like how it looks like, because half the battle is won if it looks really good, But this guitar just sounded so awesome, because when I started doing the review, I just found out that this guitar is a keeper if anyone is looking for a Strat. Forget about the John Mayer, whatever, Silver Sky and all that. This is the guitar to have. This PRS Fiore, that's my opinion, so don't kill me. Anyway, great playing, Strat, super Strat kind of guitar, great neck as usual from PRS, and a great tremolo system. Just works. It just works. And above all, the pickups just sounded so awesome. I had fun playing the guitar so much, and I had a problem giving it back, but I just keep on telling myself that I always have a couple of Strats, so I don't need another Strat. Next up would be this PRS S2 Custom 22. Now you're going to find that I own a lot of these guitars on the list. That's the reason why I own them, because they're really great playing guitars. This guitar didn't strike me at first, because I actually reviewed the S2 24 Custom 24 30th anniversary, and I like the guitar, but they made too much of an impression. But when I tried this guitar, I had a hard time giving it back, which I did not give. Did I give it back? Maybe I gave it back, and then I asked Jeanette to send it back to me again. So I procured this guitar, and the reason why is because it's a 22 fret, and I just love the 22 frets. The thing with PRS is that not only are they well constructed, right, but the 24 frets, because it just goes down a little bit down, the pickups have to be shifted down. So when you're using the middle position, it doesn't really sound a whole lot of difference with the middle position as opposed to the neck position. So they're kind of similar in many ways. But with the 22 frets, because of the space, you're going to find that there is a difference in the middle position. And I love the middle position of this guitar. It just sounded so good. And the pickups are the 8515S. 8515S are probably like, they're not made in America, but they are made either in Korea or in Indonesia, but with the specs that has been set forth by PRS, so they sounded exactly the same. So they say. But in any case, I like how it sounds like, and I'm really pleased with these pickups. These pickups are so versatile that I use this guitar a lot for recordings for some of my sessions that I was doing, ever since I had this guitar. Tremolo arm works great. I just need to set up. I just need to set up to the way I play because I need to bend up a lot. So, well, not a lot. About like a tone for the one full tone for the G strings, but I just set it up the way I want it. And yeah, the only grab that I have on this guitar is the pickup selector, which is too far down. I thought maybe put it here or somewhere, like how they do it for the McCarthy. The 594, that would be great, But as it is, I'm okay. I just like the way it sounds like and plays great. Next up would be the LTD Ron Wood Telecaster. When I first saw the guitar in Davis Guitar's website, it was a plain looking black body and maple neck, and I thought, yeah. But the name Ron Wood kind of like got me curious, and I did a check, and apparently they have other colors. They have another one with sunburst, which is a tobacco sunburst or something like that, which is really nice. But in any case, I requested to review this guitar, and I had no regrets because that guitar is one of the best Telecaster shaped guitars I ever played. For 2020. Great pickups. They have two Seymour Duncan pickups. I believe one of them is a 59 on the neck. And the other one is a hot tally on the bridge. And they sounded so awesome for this particular guitar because I played on these 59s and hot tally before. But it just sounded so good on this guitar. And the neck, again, it's a Schecter neck, so it plays beautiful, plays fast, plays smooth. Everything about this guitar just ticks off all my boxes, But then again, I had to give it back because one thing, I didn't like the color too much because it's just plain black. Another thing is I have enough tallies in my collection, so I don't need another tally, no matter how good it sounds. But I'm seriously considering, getting a really nice tally if I get rid of all my tallies, and that would be the first one that I would think about, provided it comes in other colors. But great tally. Next up will be this guitar from Harley Benton. This is the Harley Benton Silver Sparkle Fusion 3, Fusion Pro 3. And I was looking at Thomas' website, and I chanced upon this guitar. And the Silver Sparkle kind of intrigued me because I was thinking, this is a good guitar for stage use. And I was right, The Silver Sparkle more or less kind of like reflect whatever is in the surroundings. So it acts as a chameleon in many ways. If you have different lights, source, it just changes color, which I think is great. But apart from that, I knew that the Fusion 3 has great appointments, like for example the roasted maple neck, and a nice pickup system, But these ones are the LAF, the LAFs from what's this company called, Roswell, and they are a bit different. This is LAF something, S or something like that. That's different from the other LAFs that is on my other Harley Benton guitars. These are a little bit warmer, which I really love, and it just fits this guitar to a T. Unlike the neck is so easy to play, so easy, really comfortable. It comes in with a staggered locking tuner, right? So there's actually no need for a string tree, which I took out subsequently. And great, I had Wayne work on this a little bit, like plugging the hose, and I installed a VegaTrem on it. This guitar is so good that it warrants a VegaTrem. And now this guitar just sounded so good and plays so well that I actually used it for one of my live stream, and I was really impressed with how it sounds like and look. And it's light, so I can play long hours on stage without any fatigue. Great guitar, and affordable. Next guitar is the G&L Doheny HH. Beautiful guitar, really well made, Fullerton Deluxe, American made. All the appointments are there, and I particularly like the way it sound like. And I mean, the shape is kind of weird, but you know, it's not uncomfortable to play. But the sound, I just love how warm the pickups are and the way it plays. It's you know, it's as per normal because GNL just make real nice playing guitars. You know, I've owned 2 GNL, so I know, and they are really great guitars. You know, easy on the body, easy on the hands, and easy on the ears. And great pickup configurations. And what more can I say? Next up will be the VOX Bobcat S66 Bigsby. Great guitar. I just love the look of it. You know, nice blue, kind of like shade going on the body itself. And when I started playing it on it, it was like really a joy to play. This is a Korean-made guitar with really nice appointment with a Bigsby. And I particularly like the way it is because it's like a semi-solid or rather a hollow, semi-hollow guitar, but it has 3 single coils. And these are interesting single coils. These are like, how should we call it? Almost Strat-like, you know, almost Strat, but it has the characteristic of a semi-solid body. So it sounded a bit different, a little bit, how should we call it, unique. And the fact is that it doesn't have a 5-way switch. That's just a bummer because I would love to hear how it sounds like in between. But I think you can always configure the pickup selector and change it and rewire it, and that would be interesting. But that guitar was a joy to play, and the way it sounded like, you know, it's just a different take on the normal semi-solid that we see. Next up will be this guitar from Corona. This is the Corona Modern Plus Mahogany. Now it has a mahogany body, a roasted maple neck, yeah, and really nice pickups. You know, this is the same pickups that I actually reviewed on the other Corona Modern Plus series, but it just sounds different on this guitar because of the body, I guess. And the mahogany body is something else. It just it's a natural satin finish, so it looks great, you know. And the neck is easy to play. So this is like a modern C shape. Stainless steel frets, you know, lock-in tuners, staggered lock-in tuners, and it didn't come in with any string tree at all, so there's no need to plug in any holes. They're so nice that I decided to keep this, and I've requested for Andres from VegaTrem to have a VegaTrem sent over to me. So I'm waiting for it to come. It's going to probably arrive in the 3rd of January next year. And it would really suit this guitar so well. Right. The tremolo system is okay, but I just need a bit more flexibility to it. So I just thought that this guitar is just worth the money, you know. But the only downside is that it's not available in a lot of places. Like in the States, you can't find this unless you order it directly from Korea, which is going to cost a bomb because of the shipping. The other way is to order it from Poland because there's a distributor in Poland. So for some of you guys in Europe, you're in luck, you know. So great guitar. Next up will be this guitar, this beautiful guitar from PRS. This is a PRS SE245. When I first reviewed this, I was like, okay, it's just another PRS guitar, you know, Indonesian made. You know, it looks pretty, you know. But when I started playing on it, I was actually quite surprised that this is like a take on the Les Paul, but it sounded very different from the Les Paul because I have a Les Paul. But what got me about this guitar was the way it sounded like. It has 2 humbuckers, right? These are the 245 humbuckers from PRS. They are not the 58 15s or the 85 15s. These are just like guitar pickups that are made for this guitar. And the fact is, it's 245, meaning it's like 24.5 inches long. So it's easy in the hands, and it was strung with 09, so it was super easy, which I didn't like. I asked Janet to send back this guitar to me because I was like thinking about this guitar, and it's one thing that's an occupational hazard for me because I kept on looking back at the old reviews that I do, and I go like, oh, why did I let this guitar go? So this is the same case. And after I've strung it with a 010 gauge, it just plays beautifully, and I just like how the way it sounds like. Really nice looking guitar to begin with, but great sounding guitar and great playing guitar. It has a bit of a chunk to it, but not much. And after a while, I just find it so easy. Just so easy. Nice single cut from PRS. First off, I want to start off with the XOTIC Mary Kay. This guitar is pricey, all right? This is not your the normal working man guitar. Well, it's not really that expensive, but it's yeah. But it's a great guitar. It's a great looking guitar. I just like the look of it, and I like particularly the neck with its grain and happening roasted maple, kind of design on it, and a little bit of a relic, just a little bit of a relic, and the Mary Kay look, with the body, is an older body, I just like how it sounds like and the way it plays. When Miss Jeanette sent this to me, when I picked it up from the case, the first impression I got this when I started playing is that this guitar feels so familiar to me. It's like it's a well-played guitar. And when I started recording, I was really truly amazed at how it sounds like. So this is a great guitar, really one-of-a-kind guitar that I've played in this year. Next up would be the Harmony Silhouette. Weird-looking guitar, but I just love the way it sounded like. What impresses me about this guitar are two things. One is the make, the quality of the guitar. They're really well built, and Harmony guitars are built in the States. It's just, it just feels good on the hands. The other thing that impresses me the most are the mini humbuckers that's on this guitar. They sounded clear as well as with a body. So you have the best of both worlds, You can have it sound like a single coil if you want, and have it sound a little bit more like a humbucker if you want to. Mind you, this is still a mini humbucker, so it doesn't have the full characteristic of a full humbucker. But in any case, it just works. And the guitar sounded so awesome. I was thinking but then again, no. So, yeah. Last but not least is this guitar from Schecter. This is a Schecter Jack Fowler. When Miss Jeanette sent this guitar to me, I didn't want to return it. It's that good. I just told her that I'm keeping this guitar. I love everything about this guitar. The fact is, this is the guitar that got me into understanding that Schecter actually make really great pickups, and these are the Pasadenas and Pasadena Plus for the humbucker. Great pickups. Eventually I had the Pasadena Plus fixed to my. In fact, the whole Pasadena series, the Pasadena single coil, and the Pasadena Plus humbucker into the Nick Johnston, the Schecter Nick Johnston, which beautiful. In any case, this guitar has lock-in tuners, right? Non-compensated, but it doesn't matter because the string tree that I've replaced with a Tuss string tree works. The neck. Right, this neck is a crazy neck. This is like all the Schecter necks I've played, really comfortable and fast. But it has a ebony fretboard, and it was so good that I did some mods to it. I had a VegaTrem installed. Went into some problem, but eventually sorted them out. And then I replaced the plastic knobs with the ones that I got from AliExpress, which are made of metal, and it looks, a little better. Feels better. And great guitar. I love this guitar so much. This is like one of my working guitars that I have right now if I need a guitar with two humbuckers. And the fact is that these Pasadenas are so nice that even on a split coil mode, it just sounded so awesome. So a really versatile guitar to have. Right? I want to thank City Music. I want to thank Davis Guitar, especially Miss Jeanette and Ben Lab for passing this guitar over to me for reviews. And yeah. I know. It's a hard thing to do because sometimes when I'm reviewing stuff, I shouldn't be buying them, but you just can't resist the temptation because these are really great guitars. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, give me a thumbs up and join this channel and subscribe to this channel and press that bell for notification of future videos to follow and be part of Patreons to support this channel. I would appreciate it. And I want to thank all my patrons for their wonderful love and friendship. Thank you guys. So you guys have a great year ahead. Have a great, exciting year ahead. And I'll look forward to next year with more guitars to come. Take care and God bless. Ciao.